when is the last time you genuinely sat in silence? I think that's something we all have to ask ourselves because we get caught up in the noise of just busy days and nonstop action and just doing things all the time that sometimes we ignore just boredom or just silence. I think that's a really important thing, especially nowadays. You kind of have these constant distractions, and most people don't know how to get away from them. Most of my friends are addicted to their phones, and they can't even tell you that they're addicted, which is a terrible thing, and that's kind of embarrassing that it's come to that, right? And they just constantly need stimulation and something to put their mind off silence. It's like people nowadays are like scared to just sit and think. Like that's a crazy thing. Like like that's not something people have ever done. Like yes, that's a normal thing to do and you don't need a phone to constantly distract you. I mean, I know we all fall into this trap, like in class, you get super bored or you're having a conversation and it dies down, so you hop on your phone, but that's just not the right way to approach it. Sometimes you just gotta sit there, even if it's just being bored. Being bored is not a bad thing. It's good for your mind. It's good for your mind to just take a second off, not need a constant stimulation going into your head. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't. You see, when I'm walking around campus, I see almost everyone walking by with AirPods in or they're on their phone. And the people that aren't either of those two, they're talking to someone, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. That's a good thing. But everyone has like a stimulation going on. And I'll walk around with no AirPods in, not being on my phone, just walking, enjoying nature, I guess. And it's weird to just look around and see everyone like in their own world. Feels like a GTA lobby and like all these people are just NPCs. They're walking by, they don't even it could be like your friend, but they're not even going to realize it's you because they're just going to be glued to their phone and it's embarrassing. Or they're going to be stuck in their own world listening to music, which I'm not saying listening to music is a bad thing, but it's the constant like need for something in your head, and that's not a good thing. You need to be able to chill. You need to have those times where you can just sit and think, especially not just at night. At night, right before we're about to sleep, that's most of our time. That's most people's only time that they're thinking, if that, because most of it's taken up by being on your phone now. So if you're not ever thinking and you're always distracted, how are you gonna like reflect and grow and just kind of know who you are? I feel like that's when I've learned the most is in silence. That's why I'm saying it's so important. I've realized this lately. I mean, me myself, I've been probably addicted to my phone and I've had to delete apps because of it and get myself back on track, and now I've seen myself become better because of it. It's a big thing at the gym, I'd say, too. I'll go through some workouts where I just don't use AirPods. That sounds crazy to most people, right? No AirPods, entire workout. But I'll just sit through it and it kind of just feels good. You can kind of just, you're more aware of your surroundings and you're kind of just living in the present. I mean, it's hard to do for most people. Most people can't do a workout with more without AirPods. today I was using my AirPods to work out, and they died in the middle of the workout, and I was pissed because I'm so used to having something kind of being reliant on that to fuel my workouts that it was like it wasn't there anymore, and it just felt weird. Even though I've done workouts without them before, it was like I've already started it, and I kind of felt like I needed them all the way through, but that's not really how it should be. I mean, we're becoming reliant on these devices, and they're just taking up any time we have for silence or to just think. I think it's very important sometimes to just lay in your bed and just stare at the ceiling. That sounds super boring. Doesn't that sounds super boring to 90% of people, but I'll do it. Sometimes I'll just take a nap in the middle of the day, and people call me weird for that, but it's like sometimes I'm not even tired. I just end up laying down thinking about stuff, and I just fall asleep because I don't know, I just like thinking, I guess, just reflecting too. That's a big thing, just seeing how far you've come, seeing where you can grow. Like, you could also take like a late night walk. Just don't bring your phone, don't bring your AirPods, and just walk. Walk to somewhere you've never been. Just see new surroundings. Just kind of acknowledge nature as it is and God's creation. I mean, it's a wonderful place we call Earth. And most people every day they're outside for less than 30 minutes, and that's just their commute. I mean, personally for me, I'm probably outside with the intention to be outside probably at least an hour a day. Sometimes I'll walk to my class, but my class won't start yet, so I'll just walk around and just around the campus. And I'll just enjoy doing that. No AirPods, not being distracted on my phone, just walking around chilling. And then also I'm outside just hanging with my friends, throwing the ball, football, baseball, frisbee, whatever we're doing. But we'll go to a field and just throw that, and it's a good thing to just like kind of take your mind off things. Not in a bad way, but just like a stress reliever kind of thing. And it's so enjoyable to just be outside and enjoy nature. And it's getting way worse because everyone is a screenager now. Glued to their phone, they can't even tell you what's going on around them. Because they have noise canceling in and they're looking at their phone. So they're just kind of I don't even know what to call it, like sleepwalking through life. I think that's a good way to put it. Sleepwalking, you're not even really thinking about doing it. You're just going through the motions, and if you're sleepwalking, you're not really conscious, I'd say. And that's what some of these people are. They're like almost unconscious, going through the same thing every day, the same routine, not changing anything, not growing, and it's kind of scary. I mean, I don't care what these people do with their lives, most of them, but it's just embarrassing. And the importance of being in silence can change that. Just, I'm not asking for like 2 hours every day. I mean, it can be 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot. I'll sit in my bed, look at the ceiling, and those 10 minutes are like almost like 10 greatest minutes of my day. That makes my day sound really boring, but they're not. I just enjoy thinking. And I don't know why that's like a crazy thing nowadays to sit in silence. If you sit somewhere and you're kind of just looking around, not in your phone. You kind of look weird nowadays. You look over at someone on their phone and they're like, oh yeah, that's just normal. That's what I expect. But you see someone just over there like looking around, staring, no, not being on their phone. And it's like, that dude's weird. But is he really weird? No, we've just normalized immediately going on our phone for stimulation. And that's not a good thing. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. Like, I'm not the dude sitting on my phone. But I've definitely gotten better at it than I once was. And I just realize it now with everyone else. And it's only getting worse from here. I mean, with all the AIs and just technology coming out, people will only be more reliant on technology if you think about it. And that is not a good thing because we're almost not having to use our brains anymore. And isn't that what God designed us to do? I mean, we have a brain for a reason. And it's like, I feel like it's going to become like a background kind of thing to use, if that makes sense. Like, it's not going to be normal to like have to think out your own problems in the future because you can just ask a robot and they'll tell it to you. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I mean, I'm probably sounding crazy at this point, but I think that's where I got to end it off. But I'll see you tomorrow with a new one.